Hard mode is terrifying! What is up, my chonkalugas? Terraria is a game, video, games, game, video, video, games, game, video of gaming, video. Am I having a stroke? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm having a stroke. Hello, Terraria enjoyers, and welcome back to another episode of Terraria. Good game, great game. Anyone ever heard of the Old One's Army? What the f*** is happening? I can answer that. Hi, my name is and I spent the past 3 years studying Terraria in order to try appealing to the kids. Karen, if you're watching this, please, weekends are fine. I just want to see them again. The Old One's army is comprised of several waves of enemies that you need to defend a crystal from. If it shatters, the purple mist envelop you. Waves start extremely easy with nothing but filler goblins that walk forwards and wait for death. Later, this gets added upon with just too many. There's too many of them. Taking out goblins drops ethereal mana which you use to place towers that automatically attack enemies. I call these my goblin grinders. The Old One's army is chaotic. If you want to try playing it solo, good f***ing luck. It never ends well, but I'm willing to admit my faults. I'm bad at introductions, and I'm even worse at reintroductions, so we're just going to try that again. Hi, my name is Penguin. Most importantly of all, though, I am more than willing to admit when I'm not gamer enough to handle a challenge on my own. Teamwork makes the dream work. All set up, ready for the run back. 2-player experience, and we're playing by the meta. Etherean or not, I'm going to punch a goblin. I'm in a goblin punching mood. Nothing's going to stop me from punching a goblin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got priorities.
Where's the portal?
In case anybody was wondering, this does not change a thing. Be careful, man. You gotta take the defense. You gotta be defensive, man. They're gonna kill you.
Over my dead body.
Yeah. I don't die when I play Terraria. I've never died. Not even once. I'm a big man and I play Terraria correctly. I went down to 17 different bars in Malaysia and I had a fist fight with like 15 different women and I lost every single one. When you're looking at a window, are you looking what's behind the window or are you looking at the window? There's a window in the way.
Whoa, your house has windows?
The entire thing was dealt with in 5 minutes. You know, it's times like these that really bring me back to the good old days of 1.2. Back when the goblin army was actually a threat. You take the left side, I take the right. Because I'm right-handed. Oh god, he's using necromancy. Oh, we're dead. Okay, so would you, intelligent, very self-aware, and may I add handsome or beautiful person that you are, be bothered to wade through 4 waves of this, just for you to get overwhelmed at the last second by this shit? What the f*** is happening? I can answer that. Hi, my name... I'm hoping you have your answer. Now, what would you do if I said that by beating it, you could earn this table? Doesn't do much. It's a pretty cool table. Just take a minute to look at it. And just like that, you now understand why we did all of that. I say did because I'm not doing that again. That fucking sucked. Did it feel like I wasted your time? It sure felt like I wasted my fucking time. Could be worse, I guess. We found this goblin in the caves willing to sell us general goods and tools. Thankfully, I was able to detect him with my massive nose. Just to be clear, these are not my eyes, they are my nostrils. Honestly, man, we're like 30 hours deep in this. I've been waiting to get this guy for ages. This table he sells lets us combine our accessories and their effects to stack as much random bullshit as possible. 5 jumps? Why not? Dodge chance? Of course. Recover mana whenever I literally fucking ever take damage? Literally ever? You already know it! Do you have a band of regeneration? I always trash them, but I feel like you might have one.
I actually do have a band of regeneration.
Can I have it?
Yeah. Why did you assume correctly?
What?
Why did you assume that I had one?
Because you took all the chests. Okay, and now I've made a mana regeneration band, and I can combine that with a shackle. Do you happen to have I'll get it myself.
No, I have a shackle. You can have it. I have everything.
You weren't using it, were you?
No.
Magic cuffs. I've made violent magic cuffs. That's not very good. I combine it with Celestial Magnet, which I already have. And I've made an I've made an endgame magic accessory.
Too easy.
Increases pickup range for mana stars, restores mana when damaged, increases maximum mana by 20.
Is that good?
Yeah. Right. So, in conclusion, the Goblin Tinker is allowed to stay. I guess he's, well, you know, one of the good ones. Next objective. Go jungle, find B, kill B. She drops clothes, and then we conquer the world. Funnily enough, there's a goblin here too. You already know, rinse him for all of his money, leave and locate the honey. Apparently my good friend Big D, David, DG such and such had already explored the jungle beforehand and found a great big puddle of honey. I'm basically a Terraria professional, so in this situation there's almost definitely a beehive directly above it. You just have to dig a little sometimes. This is because when the world is generating blah blah, honey and stuff trickles down before all the blocks are finished generating. Then once the liquids have settled, a little bit of honey ends up outside the hive. I forgot where I learned all this, so I'm just going to say that I discovered it myself. Please like and subscribe. Please. Whoa.
Looks like, saying that.
Look. Whoa. Whoa. Looks like you're poisoned. Whoa.
Me when the stereo is broken. What did I do?
You swung the blade of grass in there, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, we have a regen pool. We have the pool of regen, the friggin' waterfall of regeneration right here. Good for us, I guess.
It's useful.
It is quite useful. So here is Queen Bee game plan. Poison enemy. Move fast. Hit enemy. Get hit. Get faster. Hit enemy. Hit enemy. Speed increase. Outspeed the fabric of space and time. Hit enemy. Hit enemy. Hit enemy. Just so fast.
I did it. I saved the world.
Oh, good, we saved. We need that relic. You gotta bring it back, man. One of us has gotta bring it back.
Why do I have to?
One of us has gotta. Okay, now I'm gonna trash Abigail. We got 2 bows. Next boss is Skeletron. He guards the dungeon, and we want in the dungeon because we want the dungeon loot. There's nothing else in between. We're just going. Cut to the next clip. David is obsessed with the Hoik setup that I never took down. He thinks he can use it to kill other bosses. He is wrong. Build the arena before nighttime, talk to the old smelly dude in front of the dungeon. What the f*** is that? The Skeletron fight plays out like the average final boss on an average handheld platformer, but unlike many other average examples, Skeletron is actually hard. Very hard. The hardest we've faced so far, in fact. If you attack his head, it will do literally 1 damage. We are forced to get his speedy ass f*** off hands out of the way first. At least once you get rid of one of those hands, his firepower is significantly reduced. Guess again, you idiots! Homing skulls! They're everywhere! There's one here, there's one there, there's probably one right behind you as we speak! Oh, what's that behind your ear? It's another skull! Pack your things and move to a different state! They're fast, they've got tracking, they hurt, they're rapid fire, and it's halfway through the day and we still got 12,000 health! What? I died. So we probably need some better stuff. Here I was thinking, you know, meteor armor, space gun, that's practically as good as it gets, but apparently I was wrong, I was stupid and wrong to think that. Space gun is fast and piercing, but low damage. It excels with groups, but on a boss, it's not going to perform like we want it to. Same with the meteor armor. It has a special effect that when I wear the whole set, the space gun costs 0 mana. I thought it was enough! I really thought it was enough. Rule number 1 of Terraria, you are never enough. Probably could have phrased that kinda. So here we go, back into the jungle looking for spores and the like. With enough jungle related materials, I can put it all together to craft the jungle armor. The ugliest fucking thing I have ever seen. And yet, still, the strongest overall magic armor set in this half of the game. Okay, strongest might be the wrong word. The crit rate is higher, but the damage is significantly lower. Bad trade-off. Yes, you get 1 extra defense, but that's 1 extra defense, it's not that important. Yes, you get more mana with each individual piece of armor and the set bonus, but that means nothing compared to the literal infinite magic provided by wearing a meteor. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me neither. The point is, the armor itself may not be much better, but the fact that it gives me so much more mana and doesn't tie itself to 1 weapon improves it just that little bit. Here's me in literal hell getting to the fucking point already. Given that this is, again, literal hell, demons are here and they are abundant. They also shoot fun little scythes that deal half my entire health. I don't like that. I also don't like how low the 2% chance for them to drop the spellbook they're casting is. This is the demon scythe, and this is what we're going for. Decided I'd keep myself busy while I grinded for this upgrade of a weapon. Started crafting an entire bridge across the entirety of hell for reasons. We'll get to that later. And after spending about 4 days making one the length of the entire quarter of the entire world, I will not stop stressing the entirety of it, I finally got the literal goddamn fucking spellbook. I will not show another time-lapse, the video would be an extra minute long. So, now what? Well, while I wait for our schedules to align so we can fight the next boss, I've been grinding. See here, I've got a bee gun, totally useless by the way. And on top of that, I've started wearing brand new bee clothes. Very swag. But I've got more important things to tell you. Currently I'm underground, I don't know why I'm here and it doesn't matter. I find a skeleton willing to trade several exotic goods for coin. Among these goods is something titled Strange Brew. The tooltip reads as follows. It looks and smells terrible. For just a moment, I put aside my better judgments and decide to partake in this peculiar beverage. After all, the path of most resistance is almost certain to almost always bring out some sort of character growth. Down the hatch. And for a second of eternity, I am unable to think, only experience. I feel myself becoming one with the lands in between the physical world and the spirit one. For perhaps even the briefest of moments, I may or may not have had a thought-provoking conversation with several beings of which I could not quite make out the form of. And then I went fishing. As peaceful as it is, I can't help but notice the splitting headache I'm left with. I now also have several voices in my head trying to steer me towards what they call the one true path. Silver lining, there is now several voices in my head steering me towards the one true path. I must get shoes. Terraspark boots. They allow you to run fast, walk on water, walk on lava, walk in lava, walk on honey, move better on ice, immunity to fire blocks, reduce damage from lava, flight! They're fucking shoes! We're just gonna skip to the last part of the process. So, lying in front of me is a glimmering pool of pure magic surrounded by several trees made of gems and stone in space that is also deep under the surface of the planet. What? I look in the pool, I see a better version of myself. I throw in a rock of magma, a sparkling lava charm floats on out. So, you know, we return to base, we combine water walking boots with an obsidian skull, then we combine that with an obsidian rose and the lava charm that we just got. And just as a reminder, the first chance I get to fuse the elements of ice and fire, I do it with the sole intent of acquiring shoes! Terraspark boots. Just like that, done. So, natural next step, I don a bee mask, construct a subscribe button, realize I can't write. Moral of the story? There isn't one. Look, I have 130 strange brews.
Would you kiss a gay person for $3?
Yeah.
Oh. You didn't even have to think about it. Straight up, yeah. What about $2?
So yeah, it kinda goes without saying that we're fucking back! Construct the battlegrounds! Summon Bonatron! Spin to win! It's time to go B mode!
He's not even gonna hit us once. Come on, you could have at least stayed alive.
So since there's no more upgrades for us to make, we just kind of spend like 5 real minutes sleeping in the same bed waiting for night to pass, only for it to be a blood moon again. And it's just like... Man. Hey, kiddo. The birds, skeletons, burning in hell. Sounds... It's actually crazy how the Dungeon Guardian is easier than Skeletron.
to me. Where did he go?
You grabbed.
Ultimate, did you just make him despawn?
You
Where
were
was
so-
you?
I'm right there, pretty much.
Man, see, this is Chicago's fault. I hate Chicago. Never going back.
Where's that Skeletron guy? I'll show you a thing or three.
I'll show you a thing off, Ray.
Yeah! Go, my scythe attack! Now that you got health potions, we're definitely gonna win. Ow.
Well, that's what Hitler said.
Hitler did not say that! Now that we have health potions! I'm gonna stand still over here. I'm at full health, I just need mana. Oh goodness!
I
need to recover MP. I mean mana.
Hi, penis.
Oh, you.
Oh yeah, we've done it.
Ultimate move, scythe attack.
I
Trophy
did. I even got
2.
off
Hell yeah, I fucking love video games! With its guardian defeated, we finally gain access to the dungeon. Is that my gravestone? Nice. Down here there's spikes, lots of enemies, and cool loot, which we can access using these golden keys. You find them from several places in the dungeon, but mainly from these slimes here that are guaranteed to drop a key. Use them to open your dungeon chest to get your dungeon loot, as long as it's not the water vault. There's an NPC down here too. She's called the mechanic, and she's dead. Okay. Who will win? Cursed Skull or my skull? Headbutt. The dungeon's fun. Really high spawn rates means lots of target practice. Constantly playing hit sound effects makes my brain go smiley and thumbs up. And then there's the keys, which, when you think about it, is kind of like gambling. And in the dungeon, there's no windows, and you can't tell what time it is unless you have a watch. It's a casino. I'm susceptible to gambling. Thank you for informing me, Terraria. Very cool. Oh, there's a dot. I mined that right as you ran over it. Jesus, that was close. That would have got both of us.
Yeah, that's only
Never mind that about half the rewards are useless. The only thing you really need to focus on here is the shadow keys, which are used to open chests in hell as you look for the correct loot you need to... Hey, isn't this just the dungeon again? So we're going to skip that. Instead, I come back to David destroying the centerpiece of the world, only to find that the destroyed B resembles a much better looking, yet unfinished letter S. We fix that up, and his fucking mistakes are better than anything I can do. Damn. After that brief intermission, I get back to the core progression, which included, but wasn't limited to, constructing the B-Dome. Any real Terrarian will remember the iconic B-Dome in their world, everyone has one. I needed more potions, so I went and made a herb farm, placed a brewing stand I found in the dungeon in it. Then I moved to the underworld, began fishing in the fucking lava. I wanted a shell. Then after that, I made the ultimate rock, paper, scissors podiums of death, on which losing a game gets you instantly sent directly to hell. I've never lost rock, paper, scissors once in my entire life, by the way. Just warning you. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hey, I won! Nope, you have to stand on the podium. Stand back on the podium.
Why?
Have fun.
What the hell? How do I come back? Hello? Hello?
Next contraption, gadget, and all-round doohickey is this infinite goldfish generator. Okay, moving on. A wiring tutorial to teach my friend the basics of crafting silly little contraptions.
I kind of need that sword. For the dick and balls. Oh my god, dick and balls. What the hell?
And that'll do it. The next boss is probably one of, if not the most important of all. Step 1, go to hell. Step 2, wait for a demon holding a voodoo doll of the guide NPC to spawn. Step 3, kill the demon and steal the doll.
I have outreach.
Oh, I got jump.
How did you know? Bro, that's false. What kind of future sight is that? How did you know?
Ignore that. Right. Right, okay.
Yeah,
anyway, more importantly. And then step 4 is to throw the doll in lava. I'm not sure why, but I do know what. The guide will almost certainly die an agonizing death, but luckily we are too far below the earth to hear the screams. At the same time, a wall made of flesh and eyes will appear, pulsating, throbbing, and generally just smelling quite bad. This wall of flesh serves as the guardian of the forces of light and dark, and killing it will 9 times out of 10 cause your world to be uncontrollably overrun with forces of dramatically differing intentions. life for anyone other than us two would become a living nightmare, and several eldritch monstrosities will be unleashed into the lands. Why? Why would we do this? Why would we want this? What could possibly possess us to actively pursue this? Why do we do anything? It's because I'm bored! Base! And most importantly of all, I'm a gamer. First off, it goes without saying, he's always chasing you, his contact damage is high, our runway is limited. The Wall of Flesh has 2 minions he sends at you. There's the Hungry, which he uses to keep you off of him, as well as being a shield for any hard-hitting weapons. If they get 2 damage, they'll detach from the wall and chase after you before they run out of health. Then there's the Leeches, which the Wall of Flesh burps out that shoot from the ground and try to get stray hits in on you. All the while, the Wall of Flesh is shooting lasers from both of its eyes. The lower HP the Wall of Flesh gets, the faster he moves, the more lasers he fires, the more minions he spawns. I ran out of bridge. Increase the bridge. Get motherfucking gaming! Oh good, I guess the bridge isn't the problem after all. Buffs, of course, it's definitely buffs. I've got iron skin and ate some like fish and chips or something beforehand. But David here had nothing. I need better stuff anyway. So we grab some herbs, grab some metal, some fish, other miscellaneous materials, and I get to work. I get concocting, I get crafting, I get cooking. That's how I ended up here. Brewing potions at 5 AM on a Friday inside a fantastical greenhouse that I built in between the hours of conflict. I'm a wizard. A cool f***ing wizard. I'm made of bees. I wear shoes made of bees. I wear shirts made of bees. My head is bees. I got 2 brains. I keep a shovel on me at all times. I'm like that guy girl from that one show.
This is like what happens when I throw a ball in dodgeball in real life.
What the f*** is happening? Oh god. We're playing dodgeball. How did you fucking kill Jason? He's dead. He's lying over there on the floor. He's dead. Jason, no.
How did the dodgeball change direction mid-air?
This goes beyond curveballs! Jason!
If I had to compare it to a metaphor, think of Wall of Flesh as the abolishment of slavery. And we are white men. You need to make sure that law does not get passed.
Remember when I spent 4 days grinding for this demon scythe? Well, on the ride back to hell, I managed to get 3 more of these just by killing the demons that kept attacking me on the way. So, what's being thrown into the lava first? The doll or me? These are the real questions. Summon the boss. Again. Ooh. We're gonna do it, and this time we're gonna win. So how do you win? Well, first off, from this point on, our roles would be set in stone. Me personally, if you couldn't tell, I'm a wizard. A cool f***ing wizard. I'm made of bees. I wear shoes made of bees. I wear shirts made of bees. Even my head is bees. For now. And then David over here, what was once a man who liked to swing his sword, his grassy sword, has now become a ciggy smoking, whip cracking, certified slave owner. Very cool, good for him. Okay, the best he has right now is some piss coloured frogs, but we're moving up that ladder fast at the very least. Game plan. With his whip, David will stand close range, destroying all minions that the Wall of Flesh spawns as soon as they do. Downside, he has no defense, so he dies as soon as the metaphorical phase 2 begins, signaled by the Wall of Flesh reaching half health, speed increase, lasers increase, yada yada, you've heard it all before. For me, I sit in the back, just throwing out extra damage. The Flame Lash can home in on the sometimes hard to hit hurt box of the Wall of Flesh, but I need the Demon Scythe to clear the path towards it because the Flame Lash doesn't pierce, sadly. With these methods, we just blitz through the wall's health, but yeah, soon enough, David goes down. He's got 20-something defense here. It's genuinely impressive he consistently lasts this long. So, you know, after that, it's all down to me. Naturally, I'm dead. Look at that health bar, man! Come on! So the buffs we've got here are Iron Skin. That's just a flat 8 on our defense stat. Well Fed, that's general stat increases across the board. They're all individually so small that I can't be bothered listing it. And lastly, Endurance Potions. 10% less damage taken, which makes like a 5 to 10 point damage difference for each of us. Kinda big, considering how many lasers we're getting shot by all the f***ing time. I mean, they're a little annoying to make. You gotta go fishing in caves with all the enemies, but whatever, it's worth the dub, I guess.
Stop, I'm just gonna teleport to you.
Oh, Jesus. Run. Oh, you did it.
I did it.
You did it! Yeah, baby!
Yeah, we did it. It's simply too easy. I'll stay here so you can.
You got the hate, instantly died. And we're f***ed. We have to figure out what's f***ed. Good, I was recording. Can you imagine? Oh.
Your music career ain't taken off with this song, pal. So you're gonna make out number 2, 3, maybe 4.
Wait, let me try and make out numbers. That was really close. That was scary. That was actually scarily close. I think I have to repent.